Attributes of a secure cybersecurity breach. So the main attributes are confidentiality of information. So this is just information in relation to cybersecurity. This just relates. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? It's the ability to keep data private. Ignore the spelling. If any information has been compromised, immediate steps to contain and mitigate the damage while also protecting the confidentiality of information must occur. An example would be breaching the confidentiality of an information system with the access of usernames and password. This would result in user passwords needing to be changed. Then there's integrity of information, which is in relation to a cybersecurity breach, referring to whether or not the system's information has been altered or deleted. So the integrity and honesty of the information. Then there's the availability of information, which refers to whether or not the information is accessible and usable. The availability of information ensures that data is available by approved users when needed. Systems, applications, and data are of little value to an enterprise and its customers if they are not operational. System disruption or damage can be a motivator of a threat actor who carries out the attack. Then there's privacy implications. If a system held personal information has been made public. The breach. This in turn violates privacy law. If this has occurred, then individuals will be required to amend their security measures to the data, such as usernames and passwords, to stay secure. A cybersecurity breach can have significant privacy implications affecting those involved if a system's user information has been compromised. The Privacy Act of 1988 states that the affected individuals must be notified. Then there's the exploitations. So there's outdated software, like a modern laptop running Mac OS Catalina from 4 or 5 years ago. Then there's weak or default credentials, like having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digit number as your password, like that's literally being your password. And then there's malware, so malicious software like ransomware or keyloggers, which are used to gain unauthorized access, steal data, or disrupt operations. Like when they use keylogging to find out your password, tracing which keys you used to enter in. Then there's physical security weaknesses, so where your data is stored on site, they can break into that and steal it. Then there's social engineering, so people use human psychology as a tool and manipulate people into divulging sensitive information or performing actions that compromise security, like phishing emails and multiple pop-ups. Then there's brute force attacks, which is literally just someone trying to guess passwords multiple times. Then there's vulnerable plugins and extensions. The threat actor targets weaknesses in plugins, extensions, or add-ons used by applications or websites, like a malicious website. Then there's insider threats, like an employee who's gone rogue. Then there's unsecure application programming interface, APIs, which are used to enable communication and interaction between different software applications, allowing them to exchange data and functionality. When API is considered unsecured, it means that it may have vulnerabilities that could be exploited by the threat actor. For example, if an unsecured API does not require proper authentication, allowing unauthorized users or applications to access sensitive data. And that is attributes of a cybersecurity breach. Ignore the poor grammar and speech.